because when we were with the when we were growing up, you see, I was a girl between 5 boys, and now you just imagine I would be pushed back and forth by my brothers, like, and every time I could go and report to my mom, you see, they have done this to me, and when I reported, for a long time, my mother one day said, and I get what you have to do now, please fight for yourself. That is how our parents handled us. Fight for yourself. Please, because you won't be reporting to me. Every time my mother and father could leave home, I could be pushed, doing all their chores, and boys are bullies. Most boys are bullies by the when we were growing up. And my mother said, now you have to fight for yourself, because I won't be here to protect you. I won't be here to protect you. Just fight for yourself. So you see, those were our parents of those days. We didn't have the communication, and we didn't know what was happening. But now, with the skills of communication we have now, we have something different. And I was telling my children to be best friends of each other. I've tried, but children, they have their own ways. But I've tried to tell them to be best friends. Library. There's even a biblical sibling library in Genesis 25 and 27. On those twins of Esau and Jacob. Esau was daddy's boy, and Jacob was mommy's boy. And Jacob, we are looking at Jacob stealing his brother's blessings. So it is not new. It happened a long time ago. So now we just have to find out how can we handle it, and how can we find something good out of a bad situation. So when I was doing this research, and maybe from I was not specific on age. I touched the toddlers, I touched the teens and the adults. So sibling rivalry and restoring the lost bond. The birth of sibling introduces changes in your first child's life, as the attention which was given to him or her gets divided. Sibling rivalry arises in the due course, and you know what it means. When a new member is coming in the family, some take it, some don't take it. But it has to be your parent to find a way of handling that. But this is nothing but the fights and the competition between the two siblings starts from there. Then there is jealousy, love, and attention gets divided by the parents' attention. For example, now when there is a new child coming in, all the attention is put on this child who's coming in, and definitely the one who has been there feels jealousy escalates. And it comes even more when they are told to start sharing things like the toys, even sharing the rooms, everything they have to be sharing. Now somebody starts to compare. I used to use these things alone. Now this one is coming in. So jealousy corrupts in. And even at this old age, we have adults who are envious of each other. Maybe one is doing very well and the other is not doing very well. And this one is envious. We have seen brothers killing each other. We are even seeing sisters doing bad things to their own sisters, maybe taking even the husbands of their sisters. You know what it means. So jealousy grows all around. But I'll tell you how we can be able to fight that. Then also comparison. It comes for parents. When they start to compare siblings based on the physical appearance, the behavior, the hobbies, the eating habits. And this becomes a cause, lasting cause of a sibling rivalry. Because now you start to compare them, and it affects them psychologically. You look at them and you say, now this one is better, even in school, gets better grades, and this one is more beautiful, because children don't look alike. Some are doing well, like in school, and even in the reasoning capacity, you start to compare both of them, and you say, this one is better. And then you find your parents taking sides, looking at those ones like some are better than the other. So that is also a problem. It brings a rivalry in siblings. Then there's a personal trait. Introvert kids, those ones who you can never know what is happening, may not be bothered by other siblings' demands or attention. Or on the other hand, the extrovert kids may require an extra love, care, and attention. Personality trait can be a reason for what? For sibling rivalry, because for him, he wants much. And at the end of the day, when this one looks and this one says, for me, I need more, because, of course, it brings a problem. Then differently, abled child who takes time to grasp, to learn things, these are the slow learners, those ones. Parents may put special attention to such to such children. And when parents dedicate more time on such a child, it can make the other sibling jealous. But it is just natural that when somebody is not doing well, you look at your child, even speaking, we know those slow learners, it happens, and it is natural. It happens. Then also in families where clothes and toys are used by the older child, you see. Now, for example, your firstborn, he has used the toys, and now for you are the secondborn. Whatever the other unused is being passed over to you. So you can never experience the value of getting something new. It instigates sibling rivalry. So you have to also look at that. Then how do we deal with it? For me, I'm looking at a time when maybe the pregnancy time, because when you grow up and we have these communication skills, I have learned that from the time you get pregnant, just introduce that pregnancy to your child. He will understand. Bring a friendship. Every time you sit there and your belly is swelling, you bring this one to touch it, and someone is inside. And now we even have the scans which tell us whether it is a boy or a girl who is inside. You say, now your brother is here, now your sister is here. So this child is out. Start to experience the love and the attachment. And I understand by the time this one gets out, even when you go to buy toys, you go to buy clothes for the newborn, go with her, go with him. I don't think there will be a rivalry between, because you would have developed that love from the time when the mother was pregnant. And also, so I'm looking at that as one of the solutions that you introduce, so that they don't, that as they grow up, because what you do when somebody is young, you experience it when they grow old. And as far as passion, as well as possible, allow your children to try and tell your children not to have peace. You let them, because every time they have a conflict and you come in the middle and you start asking, who started this fight? You won't be able to solve it, because each one of them will be pointing to each other. Let them to resolve their own conflict. With the time they will grow, you will be watching on the side, seeing how it is developed. You will be just helping them, but not coming as a main let me say, like a coach in the middle of them. Just let them handle their conflict so that when they grow up, they can be able to handle such problems. So that because now they always need you when any issue crops up. So let them be, and do not take sides. That is maybe a fact. But don't take sides or show favoritism. Be fair to keep your kids and hear both sides of the story. But we have parents who take sides. There's some children, they leave others. We know it happens, and they try to like this one. And so it is natural, as I told you, that you might find yourself comfortable with one child. For example, when you reach at home, when you're from work, he runs, give you a glass of juice, takes off your shoes, brushes cleans the shoes, gives you the sandals, the house, Definitely when you come back, your heart will be always on that one. You can't even look this one who is that. You will find yourself taking side, but just fight it, try so hard, so that even this one who doesn't care about you find a way to bring him on board, bring him on board. But I know, personally, people have different characters, but try and bring him or her on board. But because if you don't give that, they will take sides, and it will bring back. It will bring what? It will bring rivalry. Don't compare their skills, the level, the habits, the educational performance. As I told you, One might be doing better when the other one is not. One is getting better grades, the other one is not doing at all. But find a way of even dealing with this one, because everyone has a talent somewhere, somehow. Even you who are listening to me, each one has a talent, God-given talent somewhere. So it just needs a parent. Oh, you have. So treat your children as equal. For example, when you're going to buy clothes or you're going to buy toys, go with them and you choose together. Please don't treat them as children. When you treat them as adults, they'll find a way of working better with you and, being on your side. And for me, what I think is like, if you involve them in whatever you do, sincerely, involving each and everyone, like not taking sides, I don't think rivalry will be there. But for them, what really happens when you start to take sides, that this one is better, this one is bad, this one doesn't perform well, this one has a better figure, this one, even if they get jobs at when they have grown up, one is a lawyer and one works in Owino. Definitely, you say you would like to be associated with a lawyer that works in office, And now this one, wouldn't even be able to introduce him or her to your colleague of friends. You know what comes out? The one who definitely hate this one who is a lawyer. Even if you gave them the school fees, both of them became school fees, but that one, a chance was to go to Owino, and this one just to become a lawyer. So now your duty is to make sure that you find a way of putting them together, because definitely rivalry will be there. This one will be jealous of this one. And you see, as a parent, definitely you know that the lawyer, I'm looking at well-established lawyers or doctors. I'm looking at these office work people. These people are doing well, maybe the government or something. And they are giving you more money, treating you well, and giving your hospital bills, whatever. And yet the money they give you take them to your son or daughter who is in there I'm not saying people are, they are not doing well, but I'm looking at those ones who are not doing well. I don't know, but I want you to understand me. So that is where my best is. And maybe my last quote would be like, the famous Uganda saying, I don't know how you can translate that, but you keep on talking to them. Because even when you talk to your children, at least you will get at 20% or 10%, but you keep on talking to them and really telling them the beauty of being in love to each other, the beauty of being friends to each other, because tomorrow your parents are going to go away, they are going to stay here. Now, if they're not working together, what is going to happen? And then, lastly, is the prayer. Pray for them, pray for our children. Yes, because library is there and it comes. And first of all, because of the communication, the personal trait. Some people have grown up like that. When someone is jealous of each other, it's not Cain and Abel. You saw what ended, one killing each other, one killing another. And we know that one happens. So that is what I had for today. Thank you so much for listening. I take the rest of my case.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much, Mrs. Judith, and we glorify the Lord. We glorify the Lord because indeed this was very important. We are the very youth that are going to have children, and we expect that the Lord will bless us with the children. So I think it was also important on our side. We glorify the Lord surely.
Thank you.
I think for those that are preparing for marriage, you're in class.
Thank you.